What up, though? The notorious Chris Duke's in the building with me. You know, you got to know who I am. You watching this shit. It's Dirty B from the Bearded Weirdos, baby. And we can't have the archives lacking a Chris Duke's interview. So we had to make sure that this is set up properly. Obviously, the wifey in the background. You know what I'm saying? The first lady, you know?
Hold on. What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep. Oh, yeah. You hear that beautiful sound? We're about to get a little schleasty, you know? I
Hey,
got
bro.
major
You cut
responsibilities.
yourself up a little.
All right, now I'm going to become one with the universe. Oh.
Hey, can you cut? Hey, cut yourself up. Or I think it is it coming from my end.
What?
You just sound low.
Oh, hold on. There you go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I got to turn my volume in my headphones down and my fucking gain all the way up to the roof.
So is it shot time?
Yes, yes, it is. I pour mixed drinks just because I don't have shot glasses on deck. But I pour really strong mixed drinks. 3 of these and I'm goody. So anyways, before we get too deep into paint, I have to say that shout out to motherfucking Knight, bro. Because, like he has with many other artists and me, he linked us up and got us fucking working together.
Shout out to Charlie Knight.
The man low key is probably one of the best A&Rs in the game and doesn't even know it yet.
I wouldn't even. I didn't even fathom the idea of Charlie Knight as an A&R, but he did link a lot of things up together. You know what I mean?
I mean, OTR is a good example. You know,
Shout out OTR.
OTR doesn't have a roster. There's not a list of people that are in OTR. OTR is a movement. It's whenever you decide to fucking do something in that movement. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like like Black Lives Matter, for instance. You know, there's no like list anywhere that says all the members. It's a movement. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing that you either choose to do or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's OTR, but it's like the music version of that. Because lyricists' lives matter.
Did we take our shot?
Not yet. Let's get it. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, bro.
Oh, yeah. Nice and yummy. Captain Morgan 100 proof. Never goes wrong. One day they're going to sponsor me.
They better.
Hell yeah, man.
I
So
think
how?
that's all you drink, right?
Yes. I can't drink anything else because it's unpredictable. You know, I never know what's going to happen. Hold on.
Let's see.
There we go. I don't like it like fucking looking down that far on me. I feel like I'm being spied on. But yeah, man, fucking me and Charlie Knight got something in the works too, man. I can't really talk too much about it. It's extra classified right now, but there's a thing happening that is going to be groundbreaking, you know? Actually, there's a lot of news with Knight that I can't say online. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that's pretty dope. And one thing I can talk about is our first feature together, which is on the Cypher tape that's coming up, which I think I finally got a name for it. I think I'm going to call it When Worlds Collide. Because it's so many different artists. I don't even know personally most of the artists on there. There's like 6 artists that I just kind of met in the last year at shows. And I'm like, hop on.
Right.
Because I'm sure we've discussed this before, but there's 2 types of mentalities in the rap game. Famine and feast. You know, it's either there's not enough, man, I have to have it all, or, you know what I'm saying, if I let him get some that takes away from me. Or the feast mentality. There's plenty for everybody, and there's even more if we all eat together.
Well, I would have to go with the second choice, and I say that because I'm in competition with myself. You know, it's only me, so I'm only doing this every single day just to trying to keep myself better. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I'm not trying to outshine or, you know, be a ball hog. You know,
Yeah, no, I get that, man. And it seems like the more humble I get, the better things go, like smooth wise. You know what I'm saying? Like relationships move better. My music is
Yeah.
more fluent. And back when I was just a cocky, arrogant lone wolf, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like there's brick walls in front of me every time I turned a corner.
Hey,
Obstacle after obstacle.
that's how life's hit you. Life hits you hard, but you got to get back up. You know what I mean? You got to keep moving. You can't get complacent. And I'm only saying this because that's exactly what I did. I got complacent. You know what I mean? And then boom, it's like, where am I? What I'm doing. So um, that's basically the energy that I'm in right now.
The camaraderie of music too. If you're closed off to it, you don't get that extra little like experience points that you would get if you had like a group of people around you that had like minds and they all wanted to. Because everybody that I work with on a personal level, they have this like standard, like a golden standard. It's like it's not good music unless list of things. You know what I'm saying? And most people are just, I don't want to say no names, but there's a couple of people that I do associate with, but they're not in a circle that basically they just make music to make music. It's not like there's no reason behind it. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just, microphone, YouTube beat, song.
I mean, everything comes in a phase, and that comes in what mindset. You know what I mean? What is your mindset, and what are we doing? I already been in that phase where it's all fun. What we doing. Now it's more like I have a mindset behind my craft now, and I have a reason of what I'm doing this.
Well, I can tell that you've been slowly but surely, not like overnight celebrity shit, but you've been slowly but surely. And I've only known you for what, a couple months, but I can already tell this about your character.
Crazy how people link up because shout out Charlie Knight again. I'm gonna shout him out again because I never met him before. I never shook the man's hand, but he is definitely bro, man. He's definitely locked in.
Dude, I got people like that myself. Dude, my boy Diligent, if he's listening, bro, me and him have never shooken hands, but we've been pretty much as what you can call best friends, for 3 years now. And it all started with the YouTube video. I was spitting some bars on this one shit, and he commented underneath it. He was like, bro, these are the hardest bars I've heard in a long time. And I'm like, so I messaged him. I'm like, hey, bro, this is what I do. You trying to link up? Let's get some shit going. Now he lives in Arizona.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like what I was saying though is I could tell this about your character is that you've slowly but surely made yourself comfortable being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to like put on a facade or like a something for somebody else to see, a character that you're playing. You're really good at being yourself, I can tell.
Thank you. And that's basically all I try to be. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be anybody. You know what I mean? I got hassled when I came out with this septum piercing that I'm rocking. Dudes from where I'm from, don't do shit like this.
Oh, trust me, we from the same place. Yeah, trust me, I know, man. That's one of those. But you know what? I've always had friends like that. I've always had like, the white boy that can play the most soulful music you've ever heard in your life, and the darkest black skinned dude, or the darkest black skinned dude that listens to nothing but heavy metal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many like outliers that
It's
most
all
unique.
about, you know what I mean? And I would like to tell the people that's listening out there, the world is bigger from whence you came. So what that means is it's bigger than what your normal routine is. It's bigger than what you normally see. You know what I mean? So it's time to get out and then just experience, period.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have like a hermit mentality, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't like to go too far outside of their comfort zone. And I've found that actually the opposite is a benefit. When here in Michigan, not just Detroit, but I've experienced this all over Michigan. We've dropped off our love factor and support factor for other artists. For the most part, this is how a show goes. You get 8 artists and then you get a headliner. And 4 out of these 8 artists have big fan bases, and they bring people and they pack the place. And then when they leave, simultaneously, their people leave too. At the end of the show, it's the last 3 people that are probably the most devoted, and here they are standing in front of an audience of nobody. That's Michigan for you. But when we go out of state, every time we've been out of state, I've been out of state for shows 4 times now. I went to Ohio, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. In every single one of those shows, I'm talking about fucking as far as the eyeballs can see, people. And then when you're done off stage, you're like, "Hey, bro, you from Detroit, dog? That shit was dope, man. Hey, can I get your Facebook? Blah 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 blah." You know what I'm saying? Like, the love exists outside of your circle and your comfort zone.
Facts. Detroit is heavy out of state. You know what I mean? So, you know, people know you from Detroit. You know what I mean? It's automatic.
You know the first question everybody asks. You know, I don't even have to say it, bro. Every time they're like, "You know Eminem?" Have you ever been on 8 Mile? Like, first of all, I'm not trying to crush his credit or nothing, but Eminem's from Brightmoor, or not Brightmoor, Brighton.
I'm still on 8 Mile every day.
But Eminem's from Brighton, Michigan. He spent some time on 8 Mile. Yes, he did. He did do battles at St. Andrews, but for the most part, he's never had a permanent residence in Detroit.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to take away from his credit. He's obviously a Detroit rapper, and if you take him off of our list of Detroit rappers, the list gets really small with skill.
No, I would say, you know, Eminem would have that, you know what I mean, credibility, you know, being connected to the city, but as you are correct.
Yeah, no, you know, and I don't blame him at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Detroit. I spent 27 years there, and now I'm in the middle of Michigan. I'm in the middle of the woods now. But if you check the bottom of my foot, it says "Made in Detroit."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not made in China, made in Detroit.
I'm trying to get like you, man. I'm trying to get in a woody area.
Dude, it's so peaceful, man. It actually benefits my music so much because, you know, to be honest with you, the drama factor of Detroit was definitely beneficial too. You know what I'm saying? There's always something new to talk about. You see something, you're like, "Oh, dude, what the fuck is that?" But now that I've acquired so much drama over my life, you know, just gang banging, selling dope, hanging out with stupid people, that now that I'm in the middle of nowhere, I have a chance to reflect. And it makes me be able to think of all the things that I've experienced in my life, but now in a more calm mind state. While I'm writing, I don't have to worry about somebody breaking in my house and shooting me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I kind of had that experience when I went from Detroit to Livonia. Shout out to everybody who, you know, I hanged out with in Livonia, all of the Livonia friends. So when I moved out to Livonia, that's when I kind of got that same sense of what you're talking, is that peace of mind, that time to reflect, that quiet, that no noise. You know what I mean? So
after some time in Livonia, though, I'm sure you noticed that it's only a bus ride away from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could turn into the same shit really quick in certain areas.
Facts, and it did. But it still was kind of different from once I came.
Oh, for sure. Oh, dude, that's why I try to tell people, like, when I go on Omegle all the time. I talk to people from all around the world. And whenever I bring up Detroit, they're all like, "Oh, man, it must be scary living there." And I try to tell them, like, it's the same thing as pretty much anywhere else. The fact is, if you fuck with stupid people and do stupid shit's going to happen to you. You play, what's the word? What's that saying? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know what I'm saying? That's Detroit. But the factor in Detroit is same thing as New York or Indiana, is that your chance of a random occurrence of violence happening to you increases.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's the same thing anywhere. You could go to fucking Mobile, Alabama, fuck with the wrong meth head, and end up chopped up somewhere.
Don't play with the wrong person.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's not much different. You know, you go to fucking India, same shit's gonna happen. It doesn't really matter.
Hit upside the head with a machete or something.
Right, or end up in the Sunderbans being eaten by some tigers and shit.
That's definitely facts.
But so in your entire experience in Detroit, what was your favorite area in Detroit to go just chill?
Definitely my block. It was definitely, so shout out 7 Mile, shout out First Block, shout out Second.
Oh, you for the number streets, all right.
No. My street was Archdale, but
Archdale. What? I lived on Archdale and Warren.
Archdale and Warren. I'm on South Archdale and 7 Mile.
Dog, I lived on Archdale and Warren. I was where I was raised.
Damn.
Yep,
So
and
you
then I moved over 3 blocks to Rutland.
2 miles down.
Damn, that's crazy. We from the same fucking block. What?
Archdale, boy.
Dude, Archdale was my place, man. Archdale, Rutland, Westwood, Finkel.
Yeah.
Then in Southwest Detroit, Green, Central, Cahalan.
It was definitely my block. My block was and people that's watching know my block was the littest block. Third block was the littest block. Second block, we played football. First block played football. You know what I mean? I could go all day about where, my hood and my experience. I just had a great experience. And if I could go back, I wouldn't change nothing.
But see, for me, it wasn't my block. My block was like, for a long time, I lived on a block called Plainview. And we used to have a saying there, who needs pay-per-view when you got Plainview? You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't my favorite place to just chill and soak up the sunshine. One of my favorite spots was, it took about an hour to walk there, but Henry Ford Estates.
Yeah. Okay.
Over there by Fairlane Mall, me and probably like a group of like 12 people would get like, probably an eighth a piece and a bunch of blunts. Somebody would have a backpack full of popping water, and then we'd walk our ass up there and spend all day walking through the woods, blowing mad trees. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's how it be. That's how you got to do it.
Yeah, man, it was fun. And, I didn't drink alcohol at the time, and man, thinking back, that would have been some of the funnest shit to just sit there and dangle my feet in the fucking frog pond. You know what I'm saying? Sipping on some Captain Morgan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, you talking about number facts, man. We all had them type of days.
but I can't lie, man. I'm glad. I'm very, very appreciative that I am from Detroit because I learned so many values. Like, it's one of the most diverse places that I've ever seen with my own eyes. I've lived next door to Arabic people, Asian people, black people, Mexican people, all the cultures mixed together, and everybody's happy about it.
Bro, if you can make it in the city, you can make it anywhere.
Also, I've heard people from out of state say that if you could learn to drive in Michigan, you could drive anywhere.
I can agree with that.
How many times when you were a kid in the wintertime did you come outside and you got the ice skate to the store on your shoes?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I used to do that shit, just, take that quick little momentum and slide all the way to the store. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I used to walk to the store in the blizzard. I remember.
Should we the same age? You should remember this. When we were like, because you're 30 what?
I'm 34.
Okay, so you're 2 years older than me. So you should have a better memory of this. Sometime when I was like 6 or 7, or maybe a little older, because I was in elementary school. But I woke up one morning and the snow was up to halfway up the door.
Yes, I do remember times where snow was up to our door.
Yeah, like you had to like fucking get it open a little bit and fucking carve some of it out. And then climb out and swim to your friend's house.
I remember, my mom still having to work on those type of snow days.
Right.
We had no school, but she still had to work. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the parents, man, hustling.
Yeah.
Like, it's a thing, like, I just want to hate when I see all these complacent people now that are like, oh, man, this is hard. You don't know what the fuck hard is. Stick around for another 10 years.
Don't even know. Yeah, but we don't know other people's cases. We just gotta understand, mindset. You know what I mean? What's your mindset? What's this dude? He only have one arm, right? But he's killing it in the I think it's like a D League. I don't know, but he only had one arm and he's killing it in basketball.
Well, that's kind of like what's his name, the superhero, Daredevil. Daredevil doesn't have sight, so the rest of his senses have to like make up for it. So when you're in an athletic thing like basketball or something like that, you probably wouldn't be able to do the same thing in martial arts. But in a sport that involves you, a ball, and a goal, if you're really passionate about it, man, you might compensate so hard that you almost become superhero like.
Now, back on Daredevil, I think he did kind of see. I think he used sound waves.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. Like when it first happened to him, he had to learn to adapt to do that.
Oh yeah, yeah, facts. Definitely had to learn.
But pretty much anybody that has something that everybody else has taken away from them, and they do compensate properly, they usually almost become superhuman in a way. You know, they figure out a way to, against the odds, make things work in their favor. And like the dude you're talking about, one arm playing basketball, I bet you that motherfucker probably one of the most MVP on his team.
Bro, he killing it. I don't even know the dude's name to shout him out. I'm sorry. But
Hold up, my phone's available. Go ahead and keep talking about him. I'll look him up.
all I know, he killing it, bro. Like, you know, taking it to the hole with only one arm, bro.
It popped right up. His name is Hansel Emmanuel Donato.
I don't know.
Yeah, Life Christian Academy's senior guard lost his left arm in an accident when he was 6 years old, but he hasn't let him stop him from chasing his dreams in Orlando, Florida.
Bro, when you watch his reels, watch his games, you're gonna be like, "This is imagine if he would have had two arms, it would have been crazy."
Right, but if he had two arms, he probably wouldn't be as impressive.
I don't know, because he's doing it with one arm. So with two arms, he would have more ability to maneuver. Right now, he's maneuvering a certain way because of the one arm, but he's moving where he don't need that other arm. But if he had the other arm, definitely I think he would be maneuvering multiple different ways.
Facts.
He'll be killing it even more.
Hold on one quick second. I want to pop on something else. Hey. All right. Let's see. So I'm gonna bust open this question for him. So, number one thing is, and this is just because it's been coming back up on my timeline lately, just a memory that it existed in the first place. But do you remember Rotten.com?
I do remember Rotten.com. We was getting on it in school library. So
that's extremely all right. I see you, dog. That was testing me. I mean, I was just waiting till my uncles came over. This motherfucker, like, you want to see a dead body?
School library, bro, looking up crazy shit.
Man, like, that led to my obsession for like a year until I got my fill. For probably like a year after I discovered that, I watched Traces of Death, Faces of Death, Banned from America, Banned from TV. And you can only watch so much suicide, murder, and death until you're like, yep, I'm good. I'm done.
All I know is Mexicans don't play. And
hell no, they don't. I'm not sure if you ever seen the El Salvador Death Squad video, but they chase down these three dudes. First one jumps in the bush, they throw a grenade. Poof, red mist. They bump into the other dude, he's already dead. They shot him. They get to the third guy, they tackle him, pull his pants down, cut his dick off, finger the hole, put the dick in his mouth, and scalp him.
I ain't see that, but I did someone get their head chopped off.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to watch. I watched Middle Eastern versions of that.
Looking like, is this real? No, this is not real. And then I gotta rewind it to see what I just saw again, and I'm like, no, this is real. He actually just chopped his head off. I don't know, is that website still up and running?
No, I think I tried to look it up the other day, and my browser stopped midway, so I don't think Rotten.com exists anymore.
Damn, they put the stop to that.
Well, Live Leaks got pulled too.
Live Leak, I know Live Leak is like the reborn of Rotten.com.
Yep, just video format. Yep,
yeah.
But it's gone now. They took that down too.
Damn.
Yeah, that used to be my place to go. I watched a video that was really disturbing not too long ago. I'm not sure if it was like a serial killer filming his own shit, but he had these three chicks tied up, and one by one he stabs them to death. And the part that's kind of the most disturbing part is chick one didn't make a noise. While chick one was being stabbed, neither one of the other ones even tried to get escape, didn't try to scream, nothing. They're just like, oh, I guess I'm dead. I'm waiting my turn.
I haven't been on Live Leak in a while. I haven't been on in a while, and that one is that's why they took it down.
I can imagine. Well, the last time I went on Live Leaks was when they were talking about when they were throwing the homosexual people off of the buildings in the Middle East, and I was like, really? They're doing that?
I remember that.
Yeah, and that was the last time I seen it existed.
I do remember, that time and point in history when they was throwing the homosexuals off the top of the building.
Yeah, it was like, what, 2018, 2019 or something like that?
Here.
It was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, religion, like the older religions like Catholicism and Muslim religions and some Buddhist religions, they're really, really sticklers about the gay sex thing, Even though in Catholicism, probably one of the most practiced things amongst, high priests is the diddling of kids in confessionals. You know what I'm saying? Huh. It's kind of ironic that they're against homosexual, sex, but at the same time they engage in it with little kids. I'm just saying, it's kind of strange, man. Oh man, so all right. So I just wanted to get the doom and gloom out of the way because death is a very hard thing for a lot of people to sit with. All right. I actually, while we're on that subject, what age were you when you finally came to the realization 100% and it was undeniable that you were going to die?
I don't know. I think I was back in high school, like going to be a point in time, or a little bit before, probably like 7th grade.
Yeah, I think for me it was about 11.
You know what I mean? I would say that, like, hey, yes, at one point we're gonna get old, we're gonna die. I think.
Yeah, it just doesn't register until that one time when you're like, damn, one day I'm not gonna see what the newest movie is. I'm not gonna see the next Sunshine.
I'm thinking of more like technology. I won't see.
Well, same here. I'd love to see what kind of shit we discover a million years from now.
Oh my god! Because I know some of our technology is suppressed, but I would love to see like what technology would be.
I got to imagine it's going to be kind of crazy because just now in our day and age, they're talking about Neuralink. Elon Musk is talking about being able to take people with crippled illnesses, like fucking paraplegics and shit, and make their body work again with a chip in their brain. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing that's being discussed, and it'll probably be a real practice by the time a decade from now.
I don't know if you quoted a movie, but I think you are. You know what I mean? You quoted a movie. They taking a crippled and putting their body back together with different,
Well, see, with like a paraplegic and stuff like that, the problem really is the signal from the brain to the body. So what Elon Musk is trying to propose is that he's pretty much figured out a way to bridge the gap, to take the connection from brain to body and reconnect it in a different way with technology.
If he can turn a disabled person into RoboCop, then
he said that he's 89% sure that this technology is going to do exactly that and a lot more. He doesn't want to elaborate on the a lot more. But for sure, he said the reason that they're going out of their way to do this is to try to correct some of these uncorrectable illnesses.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I hate that people have a problem with Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's too rich. Like, dude, he pays more taxes than any human being in the history of taxes. You know what I'm saying? The man is trying to give everybody free internet no matter where you are on the planet. In Australia, Arkansas, fucking the goddamn deserts of fucking Mongolia.
Let me just shout out Elon Musk. And while we're on the subject of him paying all these taxes, Elon, just give me a meal. It's very minimum of what you're capable of. Just give me a meal, and I will be grateful.
He'll get if you give him a mill. Chris Dukes will send me 10 grand for a beat.
10 grand, bro. I give you 20.
I'll be happy with that 10 grand. I'm gonna get me a U87. I'm gonna buy a couple more outboard analog equipment. Well, I like the direction that humanity, not humanity that they display on the news. You know what I'm saying? They like to make it seem like everybody's fighting each other, but real humanity, people like me, you, and everybody else we bump into in real life. I feel like we're on a trajectory towards we won't tolerate the bullshit anymore, and we're only trying to have good times.
Facts. That's basically life. You know what I mean?
The media really likes to paint that everybody's at odds, but not everybody. Just political parties.
Yeah.
Real people that really don't give a fuck about politics, like real human beings. For the most part, everybody's on the same page. Like, yeah, fuck the government, and let's get some shit happening. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's get some shit happening, man. What's up? Because from what I know, it doesn't matter who become president. It's still going to be a rich class. It's still going to be a poor class.
Amen to that. That's why I don't invest too much time into it, because it wouldn't take that much money for them. And then we're like, well, what will we do with the money? Well, if you were to go to impoverished communities like Detroit and Chicago and stuff like that, you don't have to give everybody cash money to make everything happy. What you need to do is start building like community things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen a YMCA in fucking Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen anything like that. And if there is community outreach things, they're usually done through like social programs. You know what I'm saying? Like, how about the government just opens up a building that you can go play any sport you want to for free? There's coaching there, there's teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, that alone, that one little thing would change a lot of people's lives, that they only had to catch 2 buses and go play on a basketball team on, every Friday or every Monday, whatever your schedule is,
Yeah.
Like, there's small things you can do, like go repave the roads, pay a little bit of money and rebuild some of these burnt down buildings and stuff like that. Maybe buy out some of these banks on some of these destroyed houses and give people the chance to like go in there and fix them up themselves and keep them and shit like that. There's lots of things that they could do. I'm an idiot. I'm a stupid white human being that lives in poverty basically, and I got ideas. If you ain't got ideas and you rich, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more educated people out there that could probably tell you a lot better ways for us to, fix these kind of things. And people, these philanthropists, they don't really know what they're doing. Like Elon Musk, for instance, like, he's a good dude. He gave Flint a couple $1 million, and they never fixed their water problem. They just blew that money.
Yeah. You don't want to put yourself and forced to be redline. That's for one. I don't want to despise the meaning of that. Just look that up. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're redline. Yeah. So I don't want to do that with my family. I want to put ourselves in a position. Now, chaos can happen anywhere, and it's not the people's fault that the pipelines broke. It is the government fault that they did not handle this accordingly. And the situation has happened in Flint. It's wrong in my opinion, but you just gotta find a better way. You know what I mean? We gotta hustle, we gotta grind, we gotta put ourselves in a better position to where we are not susceptible to this type of catastrophe. So that's all I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Put my family in a position where we're not around this chaos.
Facts. There's lots of things that organizations can do, but as an individual, there's a lot you can do too. Like, save up your money, don't frivolously blow it on stupid shit, and find a path to a better life, to even if it's just a couple steps above what you're used to living now. Once you get to that position, start fighting for the next position.
And basically what I'm tired of is it's not saying that I'm tired of it. It's like I appreciate it, but I hear it every day. Bro, what are you doing? Bro, what are you doing? Bro, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Your music is good. I'm not saying I'm the best rapper, but I'm just saying I can rap. You
Well,
know,
you can't say that, but I'll tell you, you're one of the best I've discovered as of recently. You're in my top 10 favorite Michigan artists. So I said it. I'll say it
Luciano.
for you, goddammit.
I didn't hear that. Say that again,
I
please.
said, you're absolutely one of the best that I've recently discovered, and in my opinion, you're in the top 10 Michigan artists.
Now, a lot of people will chime in and disagree with you about
And they can
that.
go fuck themselves. Hey, this is my podcast where we talk about wherever the fuck we please. That's our motto here.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. And since you said that, hold on. I just need to give you. Thank you. And I will say this: I work hard on my craft. I do not take my craft lightly. I I put my pen to the paper. I scratch and erase. I write my verse. I memorize my verse. I go back and I make it back in. When I'm ready to record, I freestyle my verse. That's usually my routine mindset. I know some people punch, some people freestyle, stop, punch in, freestyle, stop, punch in,
Yeah,
freestyle.
I've seen every style you could think of.
You know, some people do that, but I'm telling for the listeners now, I do not do that. I listen to the beat, I put the pen to the fucking paper, and I fucking concentrate on what I'm doing now. If I'm going to freestyle now, I can't freestyle. Some of the music that I did do is freestyle. If you want to go back and look at the best on earth, Freebase was written and Lost was
I
written.
liked Freebase, and Lost was even better than that.
Lost was written. Freebase was written. Best on Earth was
The only time I ever really truly freestyle is when I'm trying to sing something or scream something when I'm doing metal. Because I cannot sing. It does not work that way. My voice is not built like that, and every time I try hard, it sounds terrible. But whenever I'm playing around, like if you go back and listen to I think it was before Evolutionary. I think it was on Esoteric. I had this ear. Hold up, I'll play this for you right quick. Hold on. I got my FL open. F10 audio, primary sound driver. All right, hold up. Give me one quick second. I need to find it. It wasn't on Evolutionary, right? No, it wasn't. Okay. Let
listening
me
to a
go.
lot of music too. And like I told you before, you got a lot of a lot of bars. You know what I mean? So, and I was said it before. What I said to you, one of my favorite bars was, I ain't shooting blanks, Alec Ball.
Oh yeah, man. That's child's play. I gotta show you when one time when you come over here, man. I gotta get you really early so that way when you get over here, I can just take you over some shit.
I know you got material beyond of me meeting you. You know what I mean? So I still need to catch up.
What the hell was the name of this shit?
Shout out again, Charlie Knight, for the win.
All right, I have to. I guess I'm gonna have to search. Glad that you're dead is what it is called. Ah, here we go. All right. So this is I'm not sure which one it is. Which one's older? All right, so this is ancient as fuck. But this was just me playing around for the most part. Let me share screen, share sound, share. All right, check this out. You're playing with fire. I just thought you should know. My only desire is to kill you. And if you died tonight, I would be happy. Happy that you're gone. By your casket I stand, laughing and poking your body. I'm glad that you're dead. I shot you in the head. You can't come back as a zombie. Nobody will want you to either. You're wrong, he even hates you. A face only a mother could love with two dads. But that was all freestyle. I just got fucking drunk, popped on the auto tune on my voice, and just was just playing around, man, trying to sing in key.
Hey, was that you?
Yeah, that was me just playing around.
Wow, bro.
But if I tried to write that, it would sound like dog shit.
You sound like you were singing.
I was trying. Like I said, man, I just bought the $400 auto-tune package. Had a little bit of drink in me. Had a couple of friends over, so I was just trying to show off. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
So you got the auto-tune package. Now, when you record an auto-tune, do you need to record it in auto-tune, or I can send you something and you can put it in auto-tune?
No, you can send me something and I'll put what you do in auto-tune.
Okay.
The only time I record in auto-tune is when I'm purposely trying to find a certain tone. I'll put it on my mic instead of put it on the track itself. But you get a better effect and you could do a lot more with it on the track rather than record with it. But like I said, sometimes I like to reach outside the box.
While we on that subject, I just want to tell the viewers out there, you know what I mean? You was the one who mastered Lost, and when I submitted it the first time, it came up as a low quality, you know what I mean? And I sent it to Dirty, and he sent it back flawless, man. When I sent it to United Masters, you know what I mean? It submitted, you know what I mean? And it has that would hear it when you put it on your speakers. That's Dirty. So, and if you needed services, I would definitely call this man, you know what I mean, to get your level on Alien, you know what I mean? So,
In all honesty, I know, dude, engineers watching this are about to like either be mad I said it, agree, or just call me a straight out liar. And this is the facts. It takes a lot more skill, time, and training and know-how to mix than it does to master. Mixing, being able to properly EQ a voice, compress everything, and put everything in its own soundscape, and make sure everything that is playing can be heard, takes a whole lot more skill than to tame frequencies and punch everything down and punch everything back up to where it sounds good. That's mastering pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Is taking a wave and making it sound as good as it possibly can. And that's done with, multi-band compression, limiting, sometimes maximizing. But all the stuff that you do when you're mixing kind of matters how your track is going to turn out. If it's improperly mixed, your master is going to sound okay. You know what I'm saying? But
all right. And for the viewers out there, I don't know what the hell you just said. I send him my shit. All I know is when I record, I can record myself and I can send it to Dirty. I think that is the easiest thing for me.
I mean, to be honest with you, one of my favorite, like, as rapping is something it's like speaking Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people go speak fluent Spanish. I speak fluent hip hop. I'll never lose that gift. I'll never lose that ability. And it is my release. It is my therapy. But my passion, what makes me like feel good about myself and something I strive to be the best at, is engineering, sound engineering. Because I went so long without having a person to do it for me. And then when I finally found people that I could have do it for me, they charged so much money that I'd have to have 4 jobs to get my album done.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is not going to work. So either I have to like really take this shit serious and dive in it, or I'm going to have to get rich. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
that's kind of what led me to making beats too. At first, I started making beats just for like a creativity kind of thing, just trying to have fun. But also, it turned into one of those things like if you ever try to buy an exclusive instrumental, you know what I'm saying? They want $1,000, $100, 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, no, I could do better on my own.
Most I paid for an exclusive, I think, was 1,000.
Yeah,
That's the
and
most
I would from like Shadowville or The Alchemist or something like that, but it's a lot of money, man, for one
it
song.
is. It is a lot of
And
money.
if you don't make $1,000 back off of that song, it's a lost investment.
It's a lost investment.
So that's why I charge when people are like, this is probably why I don't have as much business as I should, is because my prices are so low. And people are like, oh, if it's that low, it's got to be shitty, right? No. Here's the way I look at it, right? If I charge you a reasonable price that you could afford with just a regular job, and you get that shit done and you make $10,000 off of it, there's no way. You have to be a douchebag. You have to be the scummiest person on the planet to not be like, yo, Dirty, shout outs, man. This shit, I made a lot of money off of it, bro. Here's $200. For what's this
Right.
for? Nothing. Thank you.
Facts. That's true. You know,
You know, if we can break bread together, we can have a
just,
bigger meal.
just like the drug game, you buy low, sell high. You buy low, sell high. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
And another thing is yes, my prices are pretty fixed, but if a person doesn't know my prices and you tell them you paid $1,000 to get that track mastered, I'll lie with you. I'll be like, I charged that motherfucker $1,000, all right.
facts.
I mean, man, you know, you ain't ever had a friend that like bought one of those chains at Walmart that was like, $300 and he walks around telling everybody it's $10,000 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I met people like that. You know what I mean? That fake it till you make it type of
fake
people.
it till you make it. Right, right. I'm one of those dudes though. I'm a good friend, bro. I'd be like, dog, I was with him when he bought it for 10 grand.
I remember me going in the beauty supply, buying earrings, put them in my ear, going to school. You know what I mean? So we all had our waves, our vibes at the moment. You
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really see like the only two pieces of jewelry that I see acceptable to spend a lot of money on is a watch. A watch tells you time. It could also maybe even play music, whatever you make it do. And if you pay a lot of money for it and it looks good, no, I ain't got a problem with that.
yeah,
Also, the other piece of jewelry is your own memorabilia as a chain. Now, if you just buy a Jesus piece for $250,000 and you don't really like Jesus, then you're stupid. Go fuck yourself. Also, with glasses, I do not like how much glasses cost. Like, I bought a pair of Ray-Bans one time, and the money I spent on that, I could have bought 5 pairs of glasses that looked exactly like it
man,
and strapped on a sticker.
man, I don't want to tell you how much these is worth.
See, I don't hate people that spend the money. I just, in my opinion, it disgusts me that they cost that much when they're made out of the same shit. Plastic, wood, maybe some precious metals, and glass.
I don't think miles on my face are plastic, but some are plastic.
No, that's what I'm saying. But even, dude, my Ray-Bans, the ones I bought, for sure they were plastic. They look like Terminator glasses. You know what I'm saying? But they were $250. And dude, I just when I bought them, I was selling dope at the time, so I had extra money that I wasn't worried about blowing. But in the end, I was like, man, what did I really buy these for?
I did buy those Ray Bans. People saw me in those Ray Bans. You know what I mean? I bought some Ray Bans before. They was like $300.
Oh, hold up! I actually have an exemption. All right, if you need prescription glasses and you don't buy some badass prescription glasses, then you don't take your eyesight serious.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? My partner, your homie Jay, he's legally blind, so his ass has to wear glasses, and he only buys Ray-Bans.
I'm 2020. I see like an eagle. I could probably see a nickel from, you know what I mean?
The moon.
You know what I mean? I'm sharp with my vision.
Yeah, me too, and I hope it stays the same.
Prescription. These is only for me.
But I do really stand by that though. If you have vision problems and you buy a pair of glasses and you're gonna spend $100 anyway because they're prescription, you might as well spend a couple more $100 and get some badass glasses that last you a while.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? There's some about it. Like I said about the timepiece. People are like, oh, how often do you really need to know the time? Me, I need to know the time like all the time. You know what I'm saying? So if I had, and I do got a couple of watches that I spent maybe anywhere between 20 and $100 on, but I have not had the funds or the proper jewelry that I've wanted for a badass watch. I would love to be like, bam, I can't see through my diamonds to tell what time it is, but it's that time. You know what I'm saying? Like I would do that if I was prestigiously rich, like famous wise, music money, I would have a badass Jacob the Jeweler watch.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But on speaking on fame and money, I do not really want to be famous.
Me neither.
I really just want money because soon as I get the money, I'm gonna fucking disappear. Nobody's gonna know who I am other than the people that are in my circle.
I do like there's one part of me that I don't necessarily want to be famous. I just want to be known for.
That's cool too. You could be known for something. That's
Yeah,
cool.
somebody like, oh yeah, man, like Immortal Technique. He's not super famous, but when you say his name, and some people be like, oh, that's like a god in hip hop, bro. He's so politically charged, and everything that he says in his rap is so relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got his own lane. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree.
And he's probably not more than a millionaire. I hope he's more than a millionaire, but I doubt it. I doubt that any time of the month he checks his bank account he's got $1 million. I would love for that to be true. I would like that to be a fact, but I don't know, and I don't expect it to be for that to be a fact.
Yeah, I hope he worth something after all he.
Yeah, dude, he's a powerful force, and like, dude, I'm not sure if you knew this, but 3-4 albums ago, because he takes a long time to bring out an album. He had a song called "Peruvian Cocaine," and in it was he had a bunch of people.
I don't know if I heard that.
But he had a couple of people in that song that had family member ties to the cartel. And they were talking about, well before it was declassified and known, that the CIA was buying coke and shit from Colombia and selling it on the streets. And probably like 5 or 6 years after that record, it became public knowledge that the CIA does do that.
Wow.
So he was ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? He probably is blacklisted of some sort.
I don't think I heard.
Yeah, Peruvian Cocaine. It's on the same album as Obnoxious. I can't remember what album it is. But when you listen to it and you listen to everybody's perspectives on it, you're like, oh, okay, this sounds like some real ass shit. This ain't just some like rap lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Hey, remind me, when this is all said and done and we wrap up this interview, I want to show you something that me and Knight did that is classified. But I want to move down this list because my wife probably leaving in the next like 10 minutes or so. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to hold the interview down. So this is an important question to me. This is like a make it or break it kind of thing. There's like 4 right answers. All right, who is your favorite Mortal Kombat character?
My favorite Mortal Kombat character, boom. I will go Raiden, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Was that 4?
That was 4.
That's my 4.
All right, there's nothing wrong with any of those answers. Number 1 answer, in my opinion, is Scorpion. Scorpion is my dude.
I will go over Scorpion. Scorpion is my dude too because he's my top 4. But who would I think that would kill Scorpion? Let me go.
Well, I don't judge it on strength because I'm not going to sit here and act like Scorpion would hand-to-hand combat beat Raiden. It wouldn't happen.
I think Raiden will give it to Scorpion.
Yeah, I do too. He is an elder god. Scorpion is a talented fighter. But see, the what factors in for me why I like Scorpion the most is his story. You know what I'm saying? Like a super honorable fucking ninja of his clan and shit, and then somebody comes along, kills his whole family and his whole clan, sends him to hell, and he comes back with that fiery revenge and wants to kill everybody. But somehow he ends up a good guy still.
Somehow he ends up still a good guy, but I will go Raiden,
And Liu Kang has natural leadership.
Liu Kang, definitely because he just emulate the great Bruce Lee. That's
Yes.
basically what he based off of.
Facts.
Somebody say negative, then you got to go back and watch Bruce Lee.
Hey, I'm not sure if you knew this fact. Do you know? Are you familiar with Noob Saibot and how he got his name?
Noob Saibot, Sector, Reptile, Stendhal, Night Wolf.
Well, here's an interesting tidbit of knowledge that you're gonna remember tomorrow. So Noob Saibot, his name is the two creators' names backwards.
Oh shit!
Tabius and Boone.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So Noob Saibot.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool, isn't it? I thought that was pretty interesting, and the fact that the original Sub-Zero, he dies and becomes, Bihan. He dies and becomes Noob Saibot.
Yeah.
And it's probably for the better because Bihan was a cockhead.
What is your greatest Mortal Kombat video game memory?
Oh, actually, this one's gonna be easy. Deadly Alliance. I held a tournament in my neighborhood. It had like 10 people. None of them could beat me. Just not one round. They couldn't beat me with Scorpion.
Wow.
Yeah, I won $150 off of Scorpion.
I will say my greatest video game Mortal Kombat memory will have to take place when I first experienced Mortal Kombat. That was on the first saga, the Super Nintendo, you know what I mean, when it was released, sitting on crates with my fam, my bros.
I sat on crates too. I remember that shit. Dude, why were crates so relevant when we were kids, bro? Everybody had milk crates.
We sit on little TV playing Mortal Kombat, man. Just starting out learning about Mortal Kombat. I think that was my greatest memory because ever since then, of course, I've been a Mortal Kombat fan.
Well, when it comes to video games, only one video game that I could, like, if you were to be like, oh, what's the absolute most profound video game you've ever played ever? I'm going to have to say Skyrim. I spent 8 years, 17,000 hours on one profile.
Skyrim. I don't think I played Skyrim, bro.
And look, it's beyond its time now. But listen, this is how intense Skyrim was for me. I'd have a pile of weed, bro, like literally like a quarter pound in front of me, and I wouldn't fucking touch it because I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna roll up as soon as this fucking load screen's done. Set my controller down, be halfway through it. Oh, it's back on. Fucking dragons, killing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look,
Back to Skyrim because my favorite genre, like when I watch movies, is that medieval.
Yeah, look, when you watch one of those movies and you have Skyrim, it is so fun to go from watching Lord of the Rings or something like that and just go play Skyrim.
Right. Now, I didn't play Skyrim, but when I watch a movie, it'll be somewhat in that realm of Skyrim.
Put it like this, as a person that knows a lot about, like, almost as much as I know anything else, I know so much about Skyrim lore from reading books in-game that you would be a true fan of Elder Scrolls if they came out with a movie or a television series to encapsulate it.
Elder Scrolls, I did dive into. I didn't finish, but I did play a little Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls is the parent company, and Skyrim is just one of the chapters, basically. But the one thing that I thought was interesting about Skyrim, because they had Oblivion, they had Morrowind, they had a couple of places in the Elder Scrolls universe before Skyrim, but Skyrim was one of the first video games where you experienced racism and discrimination. If you're a character called a Khajiit, which is like a half cat, half man thing, everybody treats you like you a thief. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go into crouch position, everybody in the building is coming and looking at you.
That because he must be known as a thief.
Well, because they don't have that good of a reputation. Also, the Argonian, which are half man, half lizard, they're looked at like how we look at immigrant Mexicans. Like, not immigrant, but like illegal aliens. You know, like, you're just gonna fucking show up here, take all of our jobs, and just fucking pretend like everything's okay, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's how, like, they treat Argonians. So, if you pick either one of those characters, even if you never felt racism before, you'll feel the lash of racism. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was kind of cool in a way, not cool, but in a way that, like, if a person's never experienced racism before in their life, they could get a little taste of it in a video game.
Huh.
You know, I'm like, I just picked him because he looks cool. Well, guess what? Now you looked at it like a thief, bro. I wouldn't get in crouch position anywhere near anybody. So with that being said, Mortal Kombat was in Skyrim. These are all super influential video games, but what was the most influential anime or television show that you used to watch and you still would watch now?
I thought she was in here. I was gonna have her answer it for me, but of course it's Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, same here.
If now I will say if there is some rival competitions of anime competing against Dragon Ball Z, but for me being the fan that I am of Dragon Ball Z, there is, and I repeat to all the anime critics and fans out there is no anime bigger than Dragon Ball Z.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? So,
there is no anime that has a following as deep and devoted as Dragon Ball Z fans.
I would just leave it there. And
I mean, because think about the other popular animes, right? You have, like Full Metal Alchemist, you got Attack on Titan, you got Ninja Scroll, you got Fist of the North Star, you got all these other ones with, like, schoolgirls and shit and whatever the fuck. None of them, not even close, have the amount of fans and devotion as Dragon Ball Z.
Now you got to go all the way back to Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? If you have,
I like Dragon Ball, but it was kind of like
you have experience Ball. You got to. That's going to make you appreciate the story.
Of course. In my opinion, I feel like if you have never experienced Dragon Ball Z before, I would start with the Z Saga. And I would go all the way up to when they beat Majin Buu. And then before you go to the next one, go back in time and watch Dragon Ball. Watch Goku become the person that you've got accustomed to watching on screen be this badass motherfucker. Go look at him being not so sure, confused young boy learning himself.
You got to go back to Dragon Ball.
Because I started with Dragon Ball. I started Dragon Ball, came on right after Pokemon, and then I had to go to school.
Yeah, I remember Dragon Ball was on and Pokemon came on, and then yeah.
So I started with Dragon Ball, but I think that Dragon Ball Z was just so much more polarizing and magnetic that your average person that might like Dragon Ball Z might not like Dragon Ball, especially not the old version.
Let me give you a question. We already know we like Goku and Vegeta. Without them in the picture, who's your best Dragon Ball Z character?
Oh, hands down, Android 18.
Android
18. She was built for nefarious purposes, and given the opportunity to see the people that she was built to kill in the first place, she fell in love with one of them, became a mother, and a stay-at-home mother at that. You didn't really see much of her in the fighting scene after a while, but just watching her get absorbed by Cell crushed my little 11-year-old soul. You know, and for those 3 or 4 months when they were streaming for the first time in America, I was heartbroken. I was crushed. I'm like, bro, I can't even watch this anymore.
That was my favorite Gohan when he first went Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, because listen, bro, I used to be like not a big fan of Gohan, but then when he socked that motherfucker in the stomach and he puked up Android 18, I'm like, yeah, motherfucker.
Man, he Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. That was crazy.
Yes, bro, because he did it right, bro. It was intense. It was what's the word? Intimidating how good he was.
That was crazy. And then when he called him out, Goku called him out, and everybody like, what the fuck? You calling out Gohan?
Hey, and that motherfucker came through, bro. Before he got to putting the motherfucking hands on Cell, he made sure to go around and catch all the mini cells, Cell Juniors, and he gave them a one punch, or two hits. I hit you, your dick hits the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just went in there, pop, 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 you just see explosions happening all around you from little Cell Juniors exploding.
My favorite character had to be Beerus.
Ooh.
Definitely Beerus Destroyer.
In the grand scheme of things, I like Beerus too. You know, being as powerful as he is and as lenient as he is towards Goku, even though at any given time before Goku could go, you know, super crazy, he could just be like, yeah, you're dead, and kill him.
He could kill him at any given time, but he don't.
He don't. He could, like, I loved in Battle of the Gods or in, you know, season 1 when he's like, oh yeah, I'm still going to destroy the world. And he knocks over a rock and shit. He's like, I'm just going to take my time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like that shit, man. Probably one of the most intense moments in Dragon Ball Z for me, though, was in Super. Because, I'm not sure if you remember, but Mystic Water takes over Vegeta's everything. Every memory Vegeta has, all of his powers and everything. And Goku had to fight Vegeta at his best to the death.
Yeah, I think I remember that. That's when he was disappearing or something like that.
Yeah, he was slowly like becoming transparent, and if Goku didn't beat him in time, then Vegeta would cease to exist.
Yeah. And
yeah.
He was Vegeta crazy.
All right. Hey, so this is going to be the part 1 as recording wise. We're not done talking yet, but as interview though, this is just part 1. I'm gonna have to close this one out. So to the fans out there, stay tuned because we have so much more to talk about, me and Chris Dukes here.
Oh, definitely. We got definitely much more to talk about, and I'm here whenever you're ready.
I'm always ready, baby. We might even do it tomorrow if you got time. But I'm going to stop recording right now. Everybody out there, mad love.
All right. Peace.